In this world, everyone has unlimited wants. Take my brother Kevin for example. He always dreams of having a hot babe girlfriend which he will never get because he's a freaking loser.
Wait, what?
Shush, I'm talking. And a shiny new Mustang which he also won't get because he's broke trying to impress girls.
I'm broke? Look who's talking. You're the one who buys those stupid Asian dramas. I'm pretty sure you spent like 200 bucks last month. Dude, I could buy so much ramen with that money. Plus, those shows aren't even good. The actors are all shh.
Okay then, so people always want new things, like new computers and new iPods, but what happens when people get these things? Well, they want more, and no, it's not just limited to my greedy brother Kevin.
Hey.
Having infinite wants is basic human nature, and it applies to everyone, so what's the big deal? Well, resources are scarce, which means that there is only a limited supply. People won't be able to satisfy their infinite wants, so choices have to be made.
So what are limited resources when talking about economics? It should be pretty simple. The economists, of course, have to make everything complicated. The first economic resource is land. Land represents all the naturally occurring resources in the world, like the trees, air, dirt, rivers, the fish.
Okay, Kevin, I think they get it.
Okay. So nations have to use their limited supply of land wisely, so they can produce goods and services that best fits the interests of the consumers. Moving on, the next economic resource is labor. Hey, speaking of labor, I think Mom is in labor right now.
Kevin?
Yeah. So the labor we're talking about is the human effort used in production of goods and services. Labor is a wide variety of things, ranging from babysitting to making nuclear bombs for North Korea and Russia. Capital is another resource. It includes the tools used in the production of goods and services. Capital is distinct from land because it has to be manufactured by labor before it's considered a factor of production. Capital can be things like buildings, equipment, and...
robots?
Yeah, Vicky, it includes robots. The last resource is entrepreneurship. It's when a person risks everything to start a business. For example, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, and Bill Gates.
Because choices have to be made, you have to sacrifice more of one thing in order to get more of another output. No, Kevin, it's not the same as sacrificing our dog to get an A on your biology test. When determining the value of something, you have to pay the direct cost, and then you have an indirect opportunity cost. What exactly is opportunity cost? Well, it's the value of what you give up when you make a certain choice. For example, the opportunity cost of going to college is the salary that you could have earned in those 4 years by working a job.
When it comes to opportunity costs, there are explicit and implicit costs. Explicit costs are the direct payments that are made for resources owned by others, such as rent, salaries, wages, or utility bills. Like say, my sister lives by herself as a loner and runs her own sandwich shop. It's not free, of course. She has to pay for renting the place and her utility bills in the kitchen. Of course, she doesn't make any profit because no one buys her sandwiches. Oh, that reminds me. It's lunchtime. You know what we should do? Make me a sandwich.
So, implicit costs are the exact opposite. They are the costs from lost opportunity, like the income lost when using capital instead of renting it out. Like, pretend my brother is the owner of a printing company that prints Playboy magazines. The company uses machines or capital to print thousands for all those poor boys like him out there, instead of renting out the machines for more useful purposes. Oh, by the way, Mom was asking about those magazines under your bed.
So overall, scarcity is a problem of unlimited wants and limited resources. An opportunity cost is the value of what you give up when you make a certain choice.
So these two things are important because they form the basis of economics. Thanks for listening to us bicker, and hopefully you learned something new.
What does the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. What the fox say? What the fox say? Big blue eyes, pointy nose, chasing mice and digging holes. Tiny paws up the hill. Suddenly you're standing still. Your fur is red, so beautiful, like an